of it. Like, it just, like that.
Oh, that is awesome. What's up, everyone? I'm Dwayne. I'm a dude with an auto tude. Today I'm here with my friend Cameron showing off his 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo Nera Edition. Are y'all ready for this? Let's get into it. Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate you having me over. Came all the way from Wichita to the Kansas City, Merriam area.
Yeah, hopefully it's worth it.
Yes, it is. I made a point to come up here. I wanted to get back with you. I know we met at the Hot Wheels show down in Gardner, and I got a very short parking lot drive.
Yep.
Got a little taste of it, and I wanted more after seeing you take off down the highway. Anyway, tell me about your Lamborghini.
So this is a 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo. As you mentioned, it's a Nerra Edition, so it's a little bit fancier, rare, what have you, over the stock Gallardo. It's their fun way of saying that we painted it all black. So anything that you see that's like matte black here, that's a part of the Nerra Edition package. It's got the black and white interior with some diamond stitching and white little tracing stitching. That was unique to the Nera as well. And I recently learned also is the first Lamborghini that was fitted with diamond stitching from factory. I don't know if that's true, but that's what somebody said in the comments on one of my videos. So,
well, that's kind of nice having a OEM.
Just a neat little feature that goes along with it. But yeah, it's been my dream car since probably 2007, and finally was able to make it happen.
How long have you owned it?
Just over 2 years. Yeah, so I got it back in 2023. Yeah, so. It's
from this area, or do you have to bring it in?
I am a member of a local exotics group, and somebody posted pictures of it. And I saw him post those pictures, and I thought he was just posting them for fun. And I was like, oh, well, that's my dream car. If you're ever done with it and you ever want to sell it, let me know. I'd happily line up to buy that. And he's like, oh, actually, that's why I'm posting the pictures, is we're getting ready to sell it. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I have to figure out now how to make this work. And fortunately, I was able to, pinch some pennies and make it work. So, and yeah, now it's here in my driveway, which I have to like pinch myself every time I go into the garage and see it there, because it's wild.
Man, it's a beautiful car. I like the black on it. I just think it stands out.
Yeah, no, it's the reaction that you get going down the road is actually kind of surprising. I wasn't sure how the community would react to having a loud Lamborghini around, but it's a lot of thumbs up. You cannot drive this without feeling like a celebrity, but it's yeah, for an introvert like me, it's the perfect car.
Right.
But no, I love the reaction. I love being able to give it some gas when people are doing the little whatever.
That's what they want to hear.
Signal they want to do. Yeah, but I mean, you drive down the road and you can't not have somebody give you a thumbs up or ask you to rev it or yell at you, which is a little startling when you're going through the intersection. Somebody's yelling at you out of nowhere, but yeah, no, it's a fun car, and I had to have this particular version of the Gallardo because there is the facelifted one that has the same V10 as the Audi R8 and the Huracan, which followed this car. But that is the 5.2 with an odd firing V10. This has a 5.0 even firing and gives it a little bit of a higher note exhaust pitch, a little more F1 sounding, which for me, like as a kid, spending
that's wonderful.
So many hours, countless hours on YouTube trying to just daydream of what it would be like to have that car and have that exhaust. And so I've been obsessed with it for better part of 20 years, and finally have it, put the exhaust on it, and now it shoots flames, and that's pretty cool.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
every once in a while. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just when you rev it, or when it revs down?
Yeah, it's like coming down, like if you let off from, I think, 6,000 RPM to about 5 or so.
Just go pop, pop, pop.
It'll just boom, like you'll hear it.
Oh, that's
yeah.
That gets your heart rate up.
It does.
That's a good thing.
It kind of surprises me sometimes too, because I'm not necessarily expecting it, because it doesn't do it every single time, but when it does, you notice it. Yeah, it's fun.
When you drive around and people give you thumbs up and all that, have you gotten so used to owning the car and sitting in the car that people stare at you and you're like, why are you staring at me? And then realize you're in the car.
Yes.
Have you ever experienced that?
You get used to it pretty quick. This has only happened once, and it was really an odd experience. I was at the gym I had not driven the car because it's a little loud and I was at the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning. So starting this up at 4 o'clock in the morning, not really an option. Very close proximity to the neighbors. But a guy came up to me and he was like, hey, did you bring your car? I'm like, what? The Lamborghini, you have the Lamborghini, right? And I was like, how did you know that? And I guess he had seen me around. And I was like, yeah. And so we started chatting, telling him about it and how I lucked my way into one and how I like to work on them, help people understand what it's like to own something like this. And my whole goal is to make it more attainable, or at least break down some of the barriers, because you always see in the comments on any comment section where somebody's talking about an Italian car. Oh, they're so unreliable. They're so expensive to maintain.
Interesting.
You know, I watched those comments for years, and I just decided I was going to continue to research and look for what owners were saying about the cars, people who actually had them, rather than just the comment section.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it turns out they're pretty reliable. They do have issues. There are some issues that can happen, and they're not cheap. So there's definitely some risk associated with it. But the more I've worked on my cars, and including that one, I kind of learned that a lot of it's just screws. You know, it's just screws and bolts.
Things are holding them together.
And knowing that the Volkswagen Audi background of this car existed, I was like, you know, there's no way that Lamborghini made like bespoke sensors. There would be a lot of overlap and whatnot. So I went ahead and took the plunge, and I have been pleasantly surprised and pleased that there have been a lot of Volkswagen parts that I can interchange on here. And make maintenance a little easier. And so I like being able to share that with people to kind of, again, break down the mystery of like, no, it doesn't have to cost you thousands every time you take it in for an oil change or anything like that. It can be affordable depending on your situation. Obviously, gotta make the right decision for you, but it just happened to work out.
So this thing is pretty low. I just realized how low it was. When I met you over in that parking lot, I was standing up on the curb. I didn't realize how low it was, because it was, but standing next to it, it's pretty darn down. It's down on the ground.
There is no graceful way to get in and out of this car.
Yeah.
It is quite low. I learned recently also that it has from factory adjustable coilovers, so I could lower it even more if I wanted to.
Really?
I don't know that I want to, but
wonder if it would change the ride much.
Probably a little bit.
Stiffen it up, maybe.
But it has a front nose lift too, so a hydraulic lift that can bring it up if I need to go over a speed bump or something like that. And it's pretty quick. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it works out.
The features you wouldn't know, you don't hear about, right?
Yeah. No, it's when you get in it, if you've driven like a 2008-ish Audi, you'll feel very at home. It's a lot of Audi interior pieces, and I don't care. You know, I bought it for an engine and the style.
Well,
and it's,
exactly.
And it's delivered in spades.
What size tires and wheels are on this?
So these are 20-inch wheels. The prior owner put them on. I admittedly don't know the tire size. I would have to like read the sidewall here. It looks like 245, 30, 20, 0-20. So, and then it's got, I want to say 305s out back. What do we got back here? Tell me your secrets. Oh, 325s.
325s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved it when I saw the pictures, because it had these wheels on there and they look Lamborghini OEM-esque, and I didn't have to buy them.
Right. It's a perk.
They were with the car.
That's great when that happens.
But yeah, he included the OEM wheels with the sale, so I have those as well, and they're just like a satin matte black. They're called the Callisto wheels, which was one of my favorite OEM wheels of all time.
But it's nice having the OEM wheel
as a spare,
and
I imagine the ride quality would be just a little bit better, because it's a smaller diameter. Those are 19s. These are obviously 20s. So you get a little bit more cushion with a little more sidewall there.
Well, it's a pretty car. I'd like to hear it run.
Yeah, I think we can make that happen.
Does sound good in here.
Yeah, it's addicting.
And we're just idling pretty much.
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
You sit low in this.
You do. You really do. But you get used to it. It's actually a surprisingly, comfortable seating position. It's not too bad.
No, it's not. And it doesn't do this.
Yeah.
It's kind of smooth.
Yeah. No, the ride quality on this compared to the Aston is actually on par, if not. Ooh, look at that. There you go. You knock on his door.
Had to wave at him, thumbs up.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize he got one of those. There's so actually, it's funny, I need to make friends with some of those people. So
yeah.
He's got that, and then there's a 73 Firebird tucked away in a garage.
Oh, nice.
Right up the other end of the street, and that guy, every time I drive by, I've seen it. He looks, and I've looked into his garage, and I just see it sitting there. I'm like, man, that thing's gorgeous.
There's people in our neighborhood I didn't know had cars until I drove by, and their garage was up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't get them out when I'm out, or they just don't get them out.
Yeah. No, there's I'm one of those people, but there's another, I don't ever see people with CLKs, which is the coupe sitting in front of the house now. And there's a guy who lives right on the other side of the golf course that has one, and has for the better part of a decade. And of course, mine's been inoperable for the better part of a decade.
Right.
So he has no clue.
Right.
But yeah. And then there's a Land Rover Defender over here. I mean, it's kind of a surprisingly car-infested neighborhood.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Bet yours is louder.
A little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the neighbors were a little confused. In fact, I had somebody in a Subaru follow me off the road of Shawnee Mission Parkway up there, and pulled up next to me. He's flagged me down. He's chasing me, and I'm like, what's up? And so I stop, and he pulls up. He's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I live here. I live. He's like, you are in the wrong neighborhood. I was like, no, it's because I live in this neighborhood that I can afford this car.
That's funny. That is great.
But it was a little disconcerting at first, but
right.
Yeah.
You don't lean in this either.
No, it's very planted.
Wow. Well, those tires, I mean,
that helps.
Back ones look like they were 2 foot wide.
Right.
That's probably not how wide they are. That's not accurate.
It's probably not too far off, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's all-wheel drive too. So
oh, I didn't realize that.
It's a breeze to drive. The turning radius is akin to a cruise ship. It's real bad.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, and the steering is weighty. It's pretty heavy. Which
right.
For about $80, you can convert it to rear-wheel drive. Just delete the front drive shaft.
Would you ever do that?
I might, just because it does, I've heard, improve the steering or turning radius a little bit. I'm just gonna pull out here so we don't have to reverse or anything.
Yeah, this is fine right here.
And also, the steering will be a little bit lighter, the clutch engage is a little smoother, and actually it makes the car faster because there's less drivetrain loss.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh. Helps if you take it out of the parking brake, yeah. It's like, hey, what are you doing?
So the first time I saw a Lamborghini, I was a kid and was in that movie Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever seen one.
And that was a Countach, right?
I think so.
I think it was was it black? I think it was a black Countach.
I'm thinking the one that might have been white and they took it over and sprayed it down with water and then it turned red, or it's been years since I've seen it.
Same. That's why
they were trying to hide and run, so.
I think I've only seen like bits and pieces of that movie, admittedly, but it is one of those iconic movies for Lamborghini fandom.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. No, they're definitely the type of car that sticks with you when you see one. So.
These seats are really comfortable.
Yeah, no, I mean it's really not bad.
They wrap around and
yeah, I mean
I guess that's for cornering.
It does help a little bit, yeah. So there were other options, and we can put the windows up so that we're not getting all the bad audio if you prefer.
Oh, I'm fine with them up.
So we're gonna start sweating real fast. Black car with blacked out windows.
Yeah, true.
But so the Superleggera version of this car has like carbon bucket seats, like every super lightweight, Superleggera, super light. I think that's what that translates to loosely. But they have the carbon bucket seats and like a carbon fiber door sill with like a little, I think it's just a little strap, like like what Porsches do with the GT3 RS and all that.
I've been in one of those that just pull the strap.
I don't know if I could get used to that, but I'm sure eventually you would. But I mean, the Superleggera is probably one of the only cars that I would be, like if somebody offered me to trade for this for some reason, I would be like, yep, let's do it. Like I'm in. Because it's just that one, they command a little bit more money.
Right.
But it's the same concept. It's the same car. It's just got different wheels, a little more carbon throughout, and it's got a little spoiler that's on the back. But you can buy that spoiler and just strap it on a normal one, and you got it. Got some of the Superleggera experience, but.
Oh wow! This thing is torquey.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
But I'm not used to a V10.
So that's what's really interesting, I think, about having the different engines and cars that I do. Is just the power delivery is so different and unique between each one. So we've got the supercharged V8, and that thing could honestly walk this car and the Aston.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so the Mercedes supercharged M113 engines are really reliable, and with bolt-ons you can make 600 wheel horsepower. I'm told. I'm really honestly just parroting what I've read online at this point. Yeah, those things can be real quick, but mine's real dead at the moment, so.
But this has a different sound, and I'm not talking just the exhaust that you put on it.
Yeah.
Something about the engine itself, it's hitting different than a V8 that I'm used to.
Right, yeah, it's definitely a higher pitch.
It sounds like that Formula One, like you were talking about.
Right, yeah, once we get this into the higher rev range and let the valves open up, I think it'll be even a little bit different, even to what we've heard so far. But as V10s go, it's a unique sound in and of itself. A Viper is going to have a lower grumble, as is the 5.2, the Audi R8. Those are all going to have a bit of a lower. If you've ever heard like an Audi RS3, the 5-cylinder that they have, it's going to sound like two of those strapped together.
Oh wow!
But this will have that higher pitched sound to it. Not quite Carrera GT, but.
Tell me the engine size again.
So this has the 5.0 liter V10.
V10.
All-wheel drive and about 500 horsepower at the crank, give or take.
Wow.
We'll let people decide what they're going to do here on the highway.
A lot of traffic today.
Yeah. One of the things I've learned is that it's good to get a car that sounds awesome when just cruising around.
Right.
Like you don't have to ring it out every time you drive it.
I mean, it it's really exhilarating.
Yeah.
Riding in this.
See,
and you're not even. See, he's giving us a thumbs up.
Yep. You can't drive it without the thumbs up. And I've had people pull really interesting driving maneuvers trying to like catch up through traffic and like get next to me. And
are they doing this with their camera?
Oh yeah.
It's like, pay attention to the road.
I had this FJ Cruiser that I was like, I can't tell if he's road raging or if he's trying to come up and like see me, and it was the latter. But he comes up next to me and I like drop it down a couple of gears and gun it.
That's what they wanted.
That's 100% what he wanted. And I look in the rearview mirror and he's just like bouncing up and down, like clapping, and his wife is rolling her eyes in the passenger seat. But I was like, that's what I do it for, is just that kind of reaction, because that was me for so long.
Oh yeah, man. It's just
to be able to see and hear this car, it's just not something you see every day, and people like them.
Well, when you're talking about just idling around on the highway, and when you're just revving it a little bit,
yeah,
we're not even moving, but it sounds like, oh man, I'm on a racetrack.
Yeah, no, it's great, because like you give it a little gas,
yeah,
and it's enough to put a smile on your face.
Right.
Like, you really don't have to wring these cars out to get that exhaust note, which is really nice.
You can feel it, just that pull you back.
A little bit. And so this car has E-Gear, which is the automated F1 transmission. If you're familiar with the F1 transmissions in Ferraris from the 90s, this is a manual transmission that is operated by a computer. That is all it is. So I could convert this into a true stick shift if I wanted. It's not exactly cheap, but it's possible. But one of the cool things is, because it's got the computer operating it, I can keep my foot to the floor and just bam, 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 just go right through.
Oh, that's cool.
I learned that it actually, I don't know if we're yelling here, but I learned that if I keep my foot in the throttle when going like into a turn and I downshift, it'll do so more aggressively. And so it's like doing that so that it's preparing the car to come out of an aggressive track turn or something like that.
So it's made for it.
It is. I mean, they programmed it accordingly. But like, if you're just downshifting to come to a light, it'll blip it and give you a nice bark, which is really, really cool, really fun.
Right.
But there's just something a little bit different when you keep your foot on it and in the gas just a little bit more. It's just a tad bit more aggressive, and it's like, oh crap, sorry neighbors, I didn't mean to wake you up. Oh, here we go.
Oh wow. That's cool.
So yeah, we'll go up here, we'll do a U-turn, hit a couple of the tunnels. It's actually funny, I discovered these tunnels because of the other sports car that you've ridden in, the Ford GT.
Right.
When they were like brand new installed, they did all the construction, they finished it up, and I saw somebody posted a video on YouTube. It was like, hey, these are here now. I'm bringing my Ford GT out and I'm letting her rip. And I was like, well, that will be me someday. And now here we are.
Yeah, that's a distinct sound that
really,
you don't get to hear every day.
It's as rewarding as I wanted it to be, which is great, because like YouTube videos can only convey so much, right? And you don't want it to be a never meet your heroes kind of experience when you spend a not small amount of money on a car. I got this for exactly $100,000, which that is. There are days where I'm like, can I afford this car? But we're here. Well, we're doing all right.
It's not too bad, really, for what you're getting.
And that's kind of always been my mentality of like, you know how easy it is to spend $80,000 on a pickup truck now?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, obviously there's a lot more utility in a pickup truck. Like you can daily drive that much more easily. But I would rather just daily drive a $5,000 old Mercedes and spend the $80,000 or $100,000 on this, which you can get these cars for $100 if you really want. So looks like we're going to have this ramp to ourselves, and we will go the speed limit.
The speed limit.
Oh, 100%. It gets to the speed limit and stops right there. It won't go any faster.
No, it looks faster on film for some reason. I don't know why.
Faster.
It just.
See, you could spend $100,000 on that.
No, not me.
Or
this. And everybody can see what we're talking about now.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we had the on-ramp to ourselves, past tense. Ooh, that's a beautiful Cadillac.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. They did a nice job designing those. All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, and that back pop.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that was nice.
There's the speed limit. Like, it just like that.
Then if you need to get around people. Oh, and that mountain. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like.
All right, here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, and that back pop.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that was nice.
There's the speed limit. Like, it just like that.
Then if you need to get around people. Oh, and that mountain. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, and that back pop.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that was nice.
There's the speed limit. Like, it just like that.
Then if you need to get around people. Oh, and that mountain. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like. Oh, wow. Oh, and that back pop.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that was nice.
There's the speed limit. Like, it just like that.
Then if you need to get around people. Oh, and that mountain. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on F1 racetrack.
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's cool.
It's a lot of fun. If I'll admit, if I felt more confident in the clutch life and whatnot, which I hope to do over the winter, I would happily have you drive it. But we'll just have to have you come back up.
Oh, that'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah. No,
I haven't done that. I haven't asked anybody to do that.
Oh,
but
what,
if you're
no,
willing, I would do that.
Absolutely. No, I mean it's yes, obviously an expensive car and whatnot, but if I'm in a position to be able to give people the opportunity to drive it, experience it, if I trust you, which I do, you seem pretty
Hey,
cool.
thank you.
You know, I want to be able to give that back. You know, allow people to check it out. So here we go.
I appreciate that. Wow, you guys do have tunnels around here.
A little bit.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
You don't need the speed.
You don't. And,
You
and
don't.
fortunately,
It's like an instrument.
yeah.
You hit a certain pitch and
It's
it
so
just,
finely tuned. It's
it
lovely.
resonates in your ears. It's just great. Wonderful.
No, I mean, there's few things that make passengers giggle like a little schoolgirl.
Am I giggling?
No, you're not. But my I have a couple of friends. We just like
I'm giggling.
you could hear the two brain cells in both of our heads just like laughing because we were just laughing hysterically. But yeah, no, it's fun.
That is.
And you think about what you can spend $100,000 on.
Right.
You can get a lot faster cars. You can get more reliable cars, like a Porsche. You know, it's a lot quicker. You can daily drive it a lot easier, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted this is the car that I've been obsessed with for 20-ish years, give or take, and this is what I wanted. I don't want a Huracan. I don't want an SVJ. Can't afford an SVJ or a Huracan for that matter. But I wanted that engine. And I wanted just the original early 2000s styling of this car, and it's delivered in spades. I absolutely love it. So,
well, it's a comfortable ride, very comfortable.
It's really
You wouldn't
it's kind of
think.
surprising, right?
You know, you mentioned something about crawling into it.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
it's not too bad. No, I mean there are definitely like I got into a McLaren. I was at a dealership. I got into a McLaren 600 LT, and that was a little sketchy. And then I got into a 720, and I think the 720 was even more difficult to get into. I was like, how do you go to a car show and not like feel totally embarrassed getting in and out of this car?
Right.
But I'm sure you forget about that real quick once you hit the throttle on those. But yeah, I'm very risk averse, so despite what my car selection might suggest. So I want to find, when I'm looking for a car, I want to find something that I can feel confident that I can do most of the maintenance myself.
Right,
that has a decent reputation. Here we go, got a BMW coming up on us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, 430i, 435.
435i.
And there's a lifted Cayenne first gen bright orange right behind us.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's got like a matte wrap on it or something, but it looks like he's got the off-road setup on it.
Man, there's a lot of exotic sports cars around here.
Yeah.
Just looking at that BMW, it's got some wide tires on that.
Oh, yeah, let's see if he's going to come up and chat. Got to give him a thumbs up because that's just a cool little build.
That's cool.
Yeah, it sounds good too. It sounds like he's got some work done on that.
I can't hear that.
Yeah, I heard it a little bit.
Yeah. You're over by the window.
Yeah, but I look up the price of like the wear and tear items that I know, and I like, okay, what does a really bad day look like owning one of these cars? Like really bad, like engine blows up, which this engine could do.
Right.
It is a known but rare occurrence where the catalytic converters get ingested.
Oh, right.
But you just theoretically, I would never do this. Delete the catalytic converters.
No, I wouldn't do that at all.
Because then you can't be riding on the road.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. But if you did, then the engine wouldn't blow up, and you'd have that as a security in the back of your head. Like, okay, they're gone. They can't harm the engine. We're safe now.
Right.
But that's also how the car shoots flames, which, as we know, mine does not shoot flames.
No, not at all.
No.
I bet that's cool to see at night, following behind you.
I don't know. Yeah, I've
or one that would, right?
One that would. That's right. That's right. No, I've been told that, and this must have been a freak occurrence, where mine shot flames during the day, and I was like, I asked my friend, like, how big were they? And he's like, big enough that I can see them on noon on a Sunday.
During the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, okay, all right, they're pretty sizable then, huh?
That's pretty neat.
But yeah, if I find out what the general cost of a lot of the usual maintenance stuff is, and I feel comfortable that I can have a plan to afford those parts at least.
Right.
And then I hope to God that I can figure out, a worst case scenario. That's kind of how I went into it with this car was, yeah, I can't afford a $40,000 engine rebuild. I really hope I don't ever have to, but I have enjoyed this car and wanted this car for so long that even if it has to sit in my garage, I will still enjoy looking at it.
Oh yeah, it's a work of art. Got to rev it for the.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Officer.
That's a very strange thing. Ooh, look at that. What was it? I'm so bad with.
I didn't see most of it.
Oh, there's 3.
Yeah. Little pickup, 50s model maybe.
But I remember the story of when these things were new. There was a guy, I think he was down in like Texas or maybe it was Alabama or something, but he decided he wanted one and he put all of his money into it and just drove it until it literally bricked, and he's like, okay, I can't afford to fix it, but I'm just gonna stare at it now. And I was like, you know what? That's who I aspire to be. Just drive it as much as you can, get as much enjoyment out of it as you can.
Right.
And then when you're able to fix it.
Right.
And so I'm no stranger to having a car sit for a decade in my garage while I put parts on it.
Part of it is tinkering with it.
Yeah.
That's how you learn about your car.
Yeah. And there's different options too. Like if I really wanted to, this is becoming much more common with these too, as the engines do go. LS swaps. There's even somebody who did a Cummins, what is it, 12B?
Really?
Yeah, it was for SEMA a couple of years ago.
That's interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're going to have a look-at-me car, you might as well put a weird engine that definitely makes people look at you weird when a Lamborghini is shooting black smoke out.
That would be weird.
But hey, I can only imagine the torque on that thing. But
right.
Yeah.
You'd have to get used to it if you took one of these engines out and used to this. The sound.
Right. That's for me. Like
diesel, I don't know.
I think that if it ever happened to me, and I've really got to stop talking about it or knock on wood because.
Yeah, don't.
But I would have to find a way to rebuild the block or rebuild the engine.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's.
Would have to figure that out
because that around here, especially a bigger city like this.
Yeah, so I mean we've got a shop down south, and they work on everything like stuff you wouldn't believe. I've seen a 288 GTO Ferrari in person in that shop, and I was like, okay, I've got my car at the right spot.
Yes.
I could not believe that I was standing in the presence of such a car, but
man, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope it doesn't come to that, but there will be some options, and there are other cars that I want to own, but and also my worst case scenario is to have to drive the DB9 more regularly, which I can't get enough of that car too. Like I absolutely adore that car. It's what made me more comfortable going and getting this car because I'd had an exotic. I've learned how to work on it a little bit. But my favorite part about that car is just the look on people's faces when I tell them how much I paid for it. Because it looks like a $180,000 car, which it used to be, but now it's 40.
That's just, I just can't fathom that. When I was, you were showing me the car in the garage.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're going to do a video on that.
As soon as possible.
Right. Not today, but
these are really, really pretty cars. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's a 50s model Chevrolet pickup, and I think that's that's a 50s model Chevrolet, 54 Chevrolet, I think, 53.
Oh, you hear the siren.
Who is that?
I think he's got a siren on one of his car. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's not a real, that's like the old time.
There's a clean Civic Si over there. I think that's an Si.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those in years.
No, yeah.
Haven't seen a Prelude in years.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, there's another one up here. So
I wonder if
like
they were
a 53, 54 Chevrolet, both those.
It looks like they might have been up at the parade.
Right. That was his sound. I think he saw us back there, and that's why he was
cranking it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought it was coming from behind us, but it was a guy in front of us.
That's funny. That's fun. I mean, you got to have fun with your cars. Right. So, like putting a little gizmo on there, the old school siren. Why not? I think that's amazing.
Well, what's cool about the car culture, no matter what city you're in, no matter what genre of vehicle you like, everybody is pointing out at each other because they're driving what they love, and you're driving what you love, so everybody can appreciate it. A lowrider may not be your thing, but it's cool to see somebody enjoying what they like.
100%. Right? And some of the lowriders in this town, I mean, you can tell that the passion they have for those cars. There's so much money they put into them. They get the paint perfect, the paint jobs, the pinstriping. It's insane. It's not my thing, but I can absolutely appreciate just the dedication that they have to those cars and the work that they put into it.
And a lot of it is what they grew up with.
Yeah.
They've always wanted something, like you always wanted this type of car. Now they can get it.
Yeah, I mean,
later in life.
I feel like we tend to like the types of cars that were cool when we started to like notice cars more and like think about driving, like what was cool when we started driving.
Exactly.
So for me, that was this, and for a younger generation, it's probably a Huracan, and frankly, that's a much better car. If you don't need the exhaust note, if you like the sound of the Huracan's exhaust note, get that car because it's so much more reliable.
Funny.
Yeah, you get the honks.
I'm getting
the
it.
waves.
I see now what you're talking about.
But yeah, the Huracan makes so much sense as a Lamborghini to go get. Like, it's one of the most reliable supercars out there. So if that's your dream car, absolutely get that. But for me, it was this, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, that's cool. And I love the color scheme of the interior.
Yeah, so
I do. I like the white. Is it white cream?
I think, yeah, it's like, what's the, it's Spats? Are those the old shoes?
Right.
Yeah.
And the same color of stitching as the...
the contrast stitching.
Right.
Yeah, but like just the little things like that, and the fact that it is the Nerra Edition made me just a little bit more comfortable with, taking the leap. If I needed to get out of it and sell it, it would hold value.
Right. Yeah.
They all generally, I mean, that's my other thing. It's like I look for when a car is at basically the bottom of its depreciation curve, and then they hold their value. So the Aston DB9 that I got is, they've been 35 to 40 for a long time now. So I know that I could.
I just can't fathom that.
It's so much car for the money.
Right.
If you want an exotic experience, and please don't run me over, Mr. Pilot.
Yeah, it's just getting close.
But the, a V12, which you can make those sound, I mean, for about $8,000, you put long tube equal length headers on those V12s, and it will sound better than most Ferraris.
Wow.
For, all in, I guess, 50 grand? Not a bad way to do it, but...
No, not at all.
But there have been many days where I'm just like, I don't need this car. I've got that car.
Right, right.
But then you get behind the wheel.
Boy, this comes up pretty quick.
Yeah, well, we're doing 70. I'm just like, I don't need this car. I've got that car.
Right, right.
But then you get behind the wheel.
Boy, this comes up pretty quick.
Yeah, well, we're doing 70. I'm just like, I don't need this car. I've got that car.
Right, right.
But then you get behind the wheel.
Boy, this comes up pretty quick.
Yeah, well, we're doing 70. I'm just like, I don't need this car. I've got that car.
Right, right.
But then you get behind the wheel.
Boy, this comes up pretty quick.
Yeah, well, we're doing 70, which is the speed limit.
It's the...
Oh, now it's not. Now it's not.
Getting to that is just...
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a quick... It's enough power. And
right.
I cannot imagine what it would be like to drive one of the... Because back when these were new, there was a shop called Underground Racing. Mm-hmm. You might be familiar with them, but...
yeah.
So, twin turbos. Mm-hmm. And so these things would just go down to the Texas 2K events, and you would just see YouTube videos for the next several months of these things just eating everything on the street. They're insanely fast. 1,200 horsepower, 1,500 horsepower. I'm driving this, I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need that much power. I'm doing all right with the 400, 500. And it's usable.
Right.
Like, despite how it might sound, we aren't going like ridiculously crazy speeds. And
no, we weren't. It was just getting from point A to point B.
So you get to
at
use
the speed
the
limit.
Power. Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, right up there. But you get to go through the gears and not have to worry about going to jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is...
You get the excitement out of it, the enjoyment.
Yeah.
That you're looking for.
And like we were talking about earlier, like, it sounds good just cruising around.
It does.
All you have to do is like, I'm feeling a little bad, just go.
Right.
And then,
boy, that is really fast wrapping.
Yeah, it's
So something, I was thinking about, you said it's a 5-liter V10. Now I'm used to hearing a 5-liter V8.
Yep.
wonder how big those pistons are.
That's a good question. Admittedly, I don't know enough about that
They'd
sort of
be
stuff
smaller.
yet. Yeah.
They'd have to be smaller. And now I'm going to have to look this stuff up. I want to know what the stroke of the crank is, the length of it's just...
Yeah.
Because that's an awesome sound.
And so, fairly recently, don't quote me on this. I mean, I guess quote me on this. We're on camera. But
yeah,
there was somebody who did a build of a Lincoln Continental, like the new ones, and they took a Triton V10 out of like a Ford F whatever, F250, and they gave it equal length headers, and it sounds like this. So you can take a Ford V10.
Oh, they were rolling back.
A little bit.
I was a little...
pressure's on, buddy.
I know.
But yeah, there are some interesting builds, and I think it's really cool what the internet has done and provide more access to this sort of information, so that people can just come together and have a brain trust of like, oh well, try it this way. And there's a guy who's dissected like, what do you have to build, how do you have to do it to make an F1 any engine sound like more like an F1 car, and he spent hours and hours researching it, and it's a really interesting video if you want to go find it at some point. But
yeah,
people have like cracked the code. So I used to be able to say that if you want the F1 sound out of a V10 out of a Lamborghini, you got to get this car. Not necessarily true anymore. There's a shop down in Brazil, and I always forget the name of it. It's gonna drive me nuts, but they have figured out how to make the 5.2 out of the Audi R8 and the Huracan and the LP, the 2009 to 2014 cars, sound like this, if not better, honestly. I'm still very happy with this. And of course they charge like 25 grand for their exhaust. There's another wave, but
oh, was there?
Yeah, he's given a nice sign, like yeah, so 20 grand for an exhaust to make it sound like this on top of an already expensive car, because those are about 100 plus, 120 plus, so you're looking at 140. I'd rather just buy this. But
yeah, this is fun.
I think there's some novelty to it, and I'm curious, and I'm sure the commenters will tell us some too, but I feel like this gets more looks when I go to a car show than a Huracan does lately, and I think, again, nothing wrong with a Huracan, great car, but I think that there've been, it's what's current, it's what's we've seen a whole ton of, especially on the internet, so we're a little desensitized to them.
Right.
You don't see these, like this used to be the Huracan, like you used to see them everywhere, because it was the baby Lambo, it was the entry level Lamborghini, and so that's what everybody bought. And maybe it's a bad sign, maybe all of them blew up and I just didn't realize, and that's why you don't see them very much anymore. But when people see it now, I mean, you've experienced it now, we've been driving for what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean,
this is awesome.
Yeah, just the people we've seen actually react to it. There's, I'm sure.
And they're in cars, I mean, spread out now at a car show.
I mean, and it's being seen in the car and whatnot is like not the whole point. It's definitely, it's just an unavoidable aspect of it. But I do love, it's a nice, I guess, affirmation that people do appreciate it, seeing it like I appreciate the car, and being able to drive it around, and it'd be a crime almost to just keep this locked away in a garage, right? But
you have to enjoy it.
But I do laugh because people will be like, oh, you must get girls in this, and no, this is a dude magnet. You will get a lot of thumbs ups, a lot of conversations with fellow guys, which is a great way to make friends. But if you're getting this to attract women, that's not the right move for a multitude of reasons. But
that's funny.
But yeah, no, I need to figure out. I want to do a road trip in it. Got to get a few of these. The elephant in the room being the brake wear light that is on right now.
Right.
That the brake pads are actually fine. That's just an error in the circuit. That there's a couple of videos that explain how to fix it, and it involves some soldering, which I'm not sure that I have the willpower to do just yet. But so for now, I just deal with the error and check the pads.
As long as it's functional, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just check the pads the old-fashioned way every once in a while, and you're good. But yeah, once I get some of these little tidbits figured out and make sure that I'm like totally comfortable taking it for like a long drive or something, I really want to do that. I did that in the Aston. I took it out to Colorado just on a solo road trip, 2,000 miles out through the canyons of western Colorado, through Aspen, all that. And it was just such a cool, surreal experience because the whole time I'm like, I cannot believe that I am driving through Colorado mountains in this gorgeous scenery.
Oh, could you imagine in this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I probably would cry.
The curves, oh man, that'd be fun.
I just don't drive cars very aggressively.
Right.
So I get enjoyment just cruising through the curves, or putting it in 3,000 to 4,000 RPM and accelerating out, reasonably responsibly.
Let off the gas a little bit to hear the pop.
But it's the totality of the circumstances in that scenario. It's the cool breeze, it's the mountains, it's the streams, it's all of that. And then being able to do it in a dream car is just, if you have the opportunity to go do that kind of drive, which actually, when I went out there, there's a place in Golden that actually will take you out in supercars.
Oh, I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, so I did that. It was funny. I pulled up to that in my Aston, but I got to drive. The reason that I did that was because the LP 560 or 550 version of this was one of the cars that you could take out. And I was like, well, I want to drive a Lamborghini. And what better place to be able to do it, in particular a Gallardo, than in the mountains. So went out, did that. It was a drop top. It was just an awesome experience.
Oh, that would be fun.
I absolutely loved it. And everybody's warning you, like, okay, you're going to get into this, and then you're going to drive the AMG GTR and the 570S and the Aston Vantage, and they're all going to be so much faster and smoother. And I was like, you're right. I just don't care.
Exactly.
The clunkiness of the transmission, like the visceral. I mean, you felt it as we went through the gears all the way through the power.
It's part of the experience.
It is. It really is, and it's an experience car. And it's going to be interesting to see how people talk about these in the next decade or so, because everybody, when it came out, was like, oh, the E-gear, it's so bad. The F1 transmissions and or the Aston Martin Vanquish.
But it's fun.
But it's fun. Yeah.
You're enjoying it. It's your car.
It's now become part of the experience because we have dual clutches and automatic transmissions that are so smooth and quick that you don't need this sort of thing.
Right.
So there's just like this period of time where we got a couple of supercars that have automated single clutch transmissions, and there are definitely times where it's like driving around with a new driver who doesn't know how to drive stick.
Right.
But you get through it. Again, part of the experience.
Well, Cameron, thank you.
Yeah.
This was a blast.
I have a feeling we're going to do it again.
Yeah, I do want to get up here and take a ride in your other one.
Yep.
Show everyone what that one's like.
We'll do that.
This is, when we were in Gardner at that Hot Wheels show, I knew immediately I didn't have anywhere to do an intro to any of the cars. It was so loud.
Yeah.
The music and all that. And was your car already sitting there, or did you pull
You followed me in.
I followed you in.
Yeah, you parked.
And then I was like, ooh.
Yeah, we were just like, you didn't like stalk me in. Like
Right,
we were
right.
following the flow of traffic to go find a place to park, and you just parked right next to me, and we got to chat. It was
That
pretty
was
cool.
fun, but I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll do it again.
We will.
Definitely.
And now I'm on record as saying that I'll let you drive it. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. Definitely.
I guess I got to do that. Is it unlocked?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, the lights are on. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right, everyone, we just got back from a ride in Cameron's 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo Nera Edition sports car. I want to thank you all for watching till the very end of this video, and I want to thank Cameron for taking us a ride in this beautiful car. If you haven't done so already, please press that like and subscribe button below, for this is the best way to support my channel. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time on Dude with an Autotude.